Hi, Stacy McDonald with the Common Sense Mom, and I'm here today to talk to you about Young Living's Savvy Minerals makeup, specifically the eyeshadow. And so I'm going to show you how I put on my eyeshadow, at least most days. When I don't have time to go all out with my eyeshadow though, I like to just dust it with Crowned All Over. I think it gives a nice sun-kissed look, just kind of sparkles things up without a big dramatic to-do. It also happens to be the foundation that I use for my eyeshadow. You can either apply the eyeshadow dry, okay, or you can apply it with what they call the foiling method. And I'm going to show you real quick the difference. So I'm going to put Crowned All Over right here on my arm. And then I'm going to mist it with the misting spray, okay? And the thing with the misting spray is it kind of creates more of a creamy eyeshadow. So you can kind of see the difference. This is the kind with the this is the side with the misting spray, and this is the dry side. So one is definitely more pronounced than the other. And then there's the kind of in-between method where I spray way back, so it's not hardly getting any moisture, just enough to help the mineral powder stick to the brush. And you can kind of see right next to it, it's kind of an in-between. So I'm going to start out with Crowned All Over. There's a lot of different ways to put on eyeshadow. There's no one way that's right, and things change in styles too. I'm going to load my brush again with the Crowned All Over, and I'm just going to apply this all over my eye. Okay, so this is a simple way. And we'll do eyeliner next, so I don't have my eyeliner on yet. I love the Young Living brushes. In fact, the foundation brush, if that was the only thing that came in the brush set, which you get 5 in this awesome case, but even if it only came with the foundation brush, it would be worth it. Right in here, above my, my whole lid area here, up to the crease where your eyes go into the socket, I'm gonna be using Unscripted, okay? And that kind of has a nice plum look to it. And I'm actually going to apply that almost dry, okay? Because I actually don't want that part, for what I'm trying to do, I don't want that part super deep. I want just kind of a, can you see? I just want to give it a little bit of color in here, if you can see. And now I'm going to go in to the crease, and I'm going to use Determined. A little bit in the lid, just like that. And make sure when you're handling this, the mineral powders, that you're making sure you're not getting any of the dark eyeshadow on your hands, because guess what happens when you go touch your face, right? But never fear if you do make a mistake, or if you do get it on your hands. Keep this in your bathroom next to your makeup. This is a lifesaver. The seedlings, the baby wipes, they smell amazing. None of the toxic garbage. It's all good, clean, essential oils. You can also go in if you make a little mistake or whatever and fix it up with a wipe. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna use Young Living's eyeshadow brush. And I'm gonna mist this one pretty good, okay? And then I'm going to blot it on a towel. What I do after I've loaded my brush, I actually tap it once just to make sure that there's not a lot of anything coming off, lots of flakes. Just get that excess off so that I can help with any messes I might make, because I am so messy. Okay, there you go, see? And when I do this part, I'm wanting to be very exact, so I'm actually blotting it in the crease, and I'm focusing on the outer corner, okay? So I'm gonna go back in with a separate brush, and this one has a little bit of an angle, and I just like it. You could actually still use Young Living's blending brush, but I prefer this one for when I'm all finished and I wanna blend everything together. It works great for eyeshadow in the creases. So I like to smoke this out a little bit by taking what I just put on there, okay, And now I'm going a little further than I initially did, you see? And I bring it up here a little bit and down here. Now when I go to do my eyeliner on the top lid, I'll put my eyeliner across here and then I'll bring it a little thicker here at the end. And then when I'm done with the eyeliner, I go back in again with more of what I'm doing now and I soften it up with the eyeshadow, okay? Now I'm putting a little Wanderlust on my brush and I'm gonna do some highlighting now, okay? So I'm gonna go in first, this area above my brow, I wanna do, okay? And that just gives a little bit, you see that? A little bit of highlight. And I am foiling this on because I want a more defined highlight right here. And again, there's no eyeliner yet, but that'll all come together. And then you can just take your brush, your blending brush, and kind of blend it all together. Make sure everything's blended. And you can be more dramatic or less dramatic, depending on what kind of look you are going for. I'm gonna add a little bit of eyeliner to my top lid. Again, Young Living doesn't have an eyeliner brush yet, but they will. I use an angled, stiff, thin brush, if you can see that. I also use, this is another kind of eyeliner brush, it's very thin, like a fine point pen. And this is kind of a smudger. So when I'm trying to blend underneath, especially if I'm blending eyeliner with eyeshadow, and I don't want a straight line, I want it to be more smudged. This is a smudging brush. And again, the eyeliner is amazing. You can use so much of it as eyeliner. Well, you have the jet setter, that's your typical eyeliner, and that's what I'll use on the top lid. You could also use the multitasker. You're gonna wanna spray the lid and add some of your eyeliner to that and then kind of stir it around with your brush. You could either use the jet setter or the multitasker this way. But what's really cool is you can use so many other things for eyeliner too. You can use the dark foundations, you can use any of the eyeshadows as eyeliner. So this is my eyeshadow, all finished. Okay, so here we go with the eyeliner. One thing that is kind of a nice little effect is if you can make it thicker over here, okay? So you want a thin line and then you want it just a little bit thicker at the end, not a big cat eye or anything, although if you want to do that, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about thickening it. It can make your lashes look longer. So do this with your eye open, okay? And go, and please don't just, this is not a cat eye, by the way. When people draw it out like that, don't do it. So what I'm talking about is just going straight up to where the crease is. And you can just kind of dab it a little bit if you want until you can, but do that part with your eye open. And you can connect the dots with your eye shut. Can you see? I am getting it under my eye, look at that. Good thing I have a baby, right? And don't let this freak you out if you think, oh, that's really dark. Because you can go back and smudge over it with eyeshadow and soften it up, okay? Which is what I'm gonna do. Now, can you see how the eyeshadow just, or the eyeliner deepens that area? So I come in here with the diffused, okay, and just soften up the eyeliner a little bit. And then I use my smudging brush to kind of blend that. And so now you can kind of see the difference between eyeliner. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and put some mascara on. We don't have Young Living's mascara available yet, but I got to try it at convention and it is amazing. A lot of the other natural mascaras that I've tried would flake under the eye by the end of the day and just didn't work, but Young Living's was perfect. So now look, this is with eyeliner, and again, it's just, I smudged it out with some eyeshadow to soften it up so it didn't look so black. Now, if I was going out on a date with my husband, maybe I would have it a little more dramatic. This is not too dark. I think this could be used daytime or evening time. This side is with just the eyeshadow and without the eyeliner yet. also without mascara. Another thing, you don't have to use the eyeliner at all. You can just foil your eyeshadow and just use that as a little bit of eyeliner. Now when you do your lower lids, I recommend only going about halfway to the middle of your eye, and then kind of take a smudger and blend it a little bit, just so it doesn't, you can't really tell where the line starts and stops. But you really don't want to go all the way across with your eyeliner on the lower part of your, underneath your eyelashes, because it's going to make your eyes look smaller. And never ever ever go on the inside of, you know how I've seen people, especially with pencils, they would put eyeliner inside of here. Never do that. On the upper lid, you can go all the way across, but try to make it really thin over here and have it get thicker. It's going to open your eyes up, and it's also going to make your eyes look bigger. So thank you for joining me today, and please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of our updates, and I'll see you next time.